I may have to end the session because we're having a technical challenge. Ranya's connection was good, but everything after that is just been bad. Running out of luck, huh? It looks like I'm running out of luck for the connection of guests. So I may have to end the session so I can go and finish my banku. I have to go and how do we even say that in English? Sanima abo banku. Sound is better now. Thank you. Yeah, Monday Adetunji. Ekaro. So I was hoping to bring a guest called Ikes on the show, but we have technical challenges. Yeah, Joel, you said you tried joining, but it wasn't working. Greetings from Cameroon. How are you, Madam Tinwa? Your name, is it Adele, like the musician Adele's name, or Adele? I'm tempted to pronounce it Adele, but something tells me it's also Adele. Which one is it? Is it Adele, the musician, or Adele, the African pronunciation? Okay, let me see if I can add you again, Ikes. Finally, this is the one guy I've been trying to add. The devil didn't want you to connect, eh? How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, sir. I'm doing so good.
Okay. Just give me 1 second to
Yeah.
read a comment from Adele. Adele says it is let me see if I can, the comment from Adele. Adele says, yes, Adele, the musician, is French. It's French. Okay, thank you, Adele. Okay, thank you. Now I know how to pronounce your name, Adele. Okay. Let me make sure my face is properly shown. Can you see my head properly? Is my head fully shown on the screen?
Yeah. Sure,
Good.
sure.
So, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, sir. I'm doing so great. You can see everything. The smiles written all over my face. I'm doing good.
Nice. And where are you? Where are you joining us today from? Which part of the world?
I'm in Ghana, Accra.
Accra, Ghana. Beautiful. You are one of my followers. You never miss my sessions, huh? Even if you do, you always watch them. Say you share my videos and stuff.
I mean,
How did you get to hear about Chorkor Millionaire?
I just can't miss any session of yours. Actually, yeah. About how I got to know you. I was, doing my usual surfing of the internet one of these days, and as I was surfing the internet, I just chanced upon this video, and you were talking about the very things that people have been able to use their resources and low knowledge that God gave them to do in their country. All right, and you were contrasting that with Africa and you know watch the video to the end, and I was so impressed. I was so impressed. I just fell in love with everything you were talking about and everything that you were doing. And since then, I just followed you, and I became you know, the number one follower, of your content and everything that you do. I just felt so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate.
You're welcome.
You're currently a student, right?
Yes, please.
You're currently a student. Tell us about you. What are you
Yes, please. I
studying?
am.
Which school?
Yeah, I'm doing educational psychology. In University of Cape Coast. I'm a distance student.
You are University of
Yeah.
Cape
Education.
Coast. You're a distance student, and you're doing
Yeah.
psychology and.
Yeah. Educational psychology. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. And I did a video where I actually said I wanted to sponsor 2 people this year, and I needed them to
Yeah.
be at the secondary school level or at the
Yeah.
university level. And they need to be brilliant but needy, meaning they ought to be very brilliant but are struggling to see themselves through financially. You were one of the, I had people message me, but you were one of the first people who caught my eye. I didn't even do any
Yeah.
background check on you. The moment you connected, it hit my spirit right away. And I felt it in my
Yeah,
spirit to
sure. You know,
sponsor you. So I messaged you back. Tell me about that
that's
experience.
the most
What
powerful
motivated
part
you to
of it.
respond to that video? You sent me a message. You were describing it. Tell us about you and why you even reached out.
Yeah, yeah. As it happened like that, I was online, like I said, since the time that I followed you and I liked your page, I've been following through, checking the videos one after the other, and I think on the eve of one of the days, either July 4th or yeah, I think it was 4th July or 5th July. I was online, as usual, and I saw your video captioned
Mm-hmm.
"Help me find the next Chorkor Millionaire." Okay, help me find the next Chorkor Millionaire,
One
and I was
second.
like, wow,
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
is
Just give me 1 second. Go ahead.
yeah. So I just tapped on the video and I listened to you. I listened to you talk about, wanting to help people. I mean, brilliant but needy people, people that got, brains, and because of certain circumstances in life, they're not able to ascend, the ladder of life to that peak that, they've been actually designed to get to. And I was like, wow, this is beautiful. And I wanted to join. I wanted to be part. So I just said, okay, let me try. I wasn't really sure about it, the whole thing. I wasn't sure about the whole thing, whether, I'm going to be selected or whatever. I said, okay, let me just try. Let me just hit his inbox and talk to him about me. I mean, one or two things that I think has to be done at the moment. So I just came to inbox. In fact, for real, from the onset, I didn't even know how to write and, how to start it, what to say. But I held the phone for almost 10 to 15 minutes and I wasn't typing anything. I said, where should I start from? How should I say it? But, moments came and I just said, okay, let me just write what it is. So I wrote it what it is and I put the phone down and I clogged into bed. So I woke up like 5:30 and I saw my phone. I realized that there's a message and I realized that you replied me and you were like, oh, I've read your submission, and I mean, I'm intrigued. So you asked me one or two questions. You asked me to present my certificate, my results slip, and all of that, and I did. Which you told me that I am that lucky person that you've been looking for, and that luck has actually found me, and grace too. So you told me that you have selected me, as the first beneficiary of that scholarship, and I was so mesmerized. I just didn't know what to say. It was like a miracle. I mean, everything was happening like a dream. Huh. So that was what it is, and that's what happened, and here we are now. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, how you found my page and how you even decided to message me, telling me about your story. My strategy was to do a background on everybody before accepting the person to sponsor the person. In case you are wondering what we are
Yeah.
talking about, I did a video. I actually posted that video earlier today where I was making an appeal to you guys to help me find the next Chorkor Millionaire. And basically, the
Mm-hmm.
criteria was that I myself, I struggled to go to school. I didn't have any support, no family support. School fees payment was hard for me. I used to walk for hours just to go to school, hours in Accra, from Chorkor to Carnation. I used to walk. I got kicked out. I was a day student for non-payment of fees. My life was almost on the line academically just because I couldn't. Yet I knew I was one of the best students, and God saw me through it. So basically, with my video, I was saying I was looking for people like me. You have to be brilliant
Uh-huh.
and you have to be needy. It was a criteria I set in place. And I said you needed to be either at the secondary school level enrolled, or you
Uh,
needed to be at the university level, still in school. So, guys,
Still
if you
like
are
yeah.
done with school, you're already out of it. You need to be in school, either at the secondary school level or
Uh-huh.
at the university. It could be a male or female. And you need to demonstrate that you are actually brilliant, but you are struggling with accommodation, with this
Mm.
and with that and with that. And basically, if I selected you, meaning that I'm going to sponsor you myself with my own money, I'm going to pay your bills for you and do this and do this and do this. And you are the first person I selected. I'm still looking for the second
Sure.
person. um,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't do any background on you. You just hit my spirit. The moment you messaged me, I felt it in my heart right away to sponsor you, right?
Bless be to
And
God.
there
Bless
you
be to
go.
God.
And
You
after
know?
that, it's been good. This morning
Yeah.
you posted a tribute where you were appreciating the whole journey and how you got to be the first
Sure.
beneficiary of my little help, right?
Sure.
And
Sure.
yeah, so
Sure.
so far we are still working on it. We haven't solved all the problem, but we are getting there. At least you have one of your
Sure.
major problems
Sure.
gone now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
For real. I mean,
We took care. Your
I just
fees
I
have
just
been
thought
paid.
about it.
Hmm.
Sure. Sure. I just thought
Yeah.
about it that, yeah, there are people out there that are surely, calling. There's a silent voice, okay? There are times that you actually need people to help you. You need somebody to just help you. You understand? Like that man that was, blind by, the pet server, okay? He needed somebody to help him so that he can be or nobody. So I know there are people out there, just like me, that just need a push, a little push, to get there. And as I thought about it, I said, oh, come on, why don't I put it out there? Okay, let me just write a little bit of experience that I've had with you. Probably somebody might see it and be like, oh, okay, let me also reach out to him. And as grace and luck, matched and put me here, I'm sure that's going to be the same for someone else. Okay, and
Amen.
that is why I said, okay, let me put it out there. Okay,
Amen.
to
Amen.
everyone, the
Thank you.
people
Thank you.
around that. I mean, there are good souls out there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we have millions of people on earth, but it's just a handful of them, that got this kind of heart. Like you're saying, you did no background check on me to see whether I'm for real or whatever, and you just connected like that, and you were willing to pay all my fees. I mean, um, only a few people on earth are going to do that. There are few souls that are going to do that. So, I mean, hats off for you. Okay, I'm going to be indebted to you and your people and everybody around. Okay, and I know that, like you're saying, I'm still helping you, praying that you surely find somebody in the same category. Okay, who also be um, who's going also going to be part of this family, okay, and is going to be a benefactor and a beneficiary of your scholarship. That's what I'm actually
Thank
hoping
you.
and praying
Thank you.
for.
I
Okay.
appreciate that. And I'm happy to be a vessel to be used by God at this time. I've been blessed by the generosity of many people. You heard me just interview Rania. He fed me when I needed.
Yeah.
He housed me when I needed a place to lay my head. And
Mhm.
so many people I can't even mention their names. There is a scripture in the book of Matthew where Jesus says that some of you on Judgment Day I'm going to ignore you, and people are like, but Lord, I did this and I did that. And he said back to them, when I was hungry, you fed me not. When I needed clothes, you gave me none. When I needed a place to lay my head,
Yeah.
you gave me none. And he said, but Lord, when did we ever see you? When did you ever ask us for food or water to drink? And we didn't give you. And he said, whatever you do to your neighbor, you did for me. Guys,
You're done
this
for me. Yeah.
this is what must drive us. We must not do good to people because we expect good back. We must do good because it is what activates blessings. If we can all help
Mhm.
people from our little spaces with the little things we've been blessed with, trust me, there will be more
Yeah.
blessings. Let's
Sure.
love and let's give unconditionally. The blessings are many. Um,
Hmm.
this is my small way of helping. I'm hoping in the future I can even be in a position to help many more people. But you watching me today from any
Exactly.
part of the world, even if it's a dollar or two you can help somebody with, you have no idea what it does. In secondary
Yeah.
school, all I needed to pay was about $7 for school fees in Accra Academy. In fact, I got kicked out of exams because of about $7 Canadian equivalent today. Right? Imagine if somebody
Wow.
helped me with that. We need people like this to share. And thank you so much for sharing
Yeah.
your own story with us. We're still
I,
looking for the next Chorkor Millionaire. What will you tell them? You took that step of faith, and then you wrote to me. You told me about your story. You are from a family that is struggling. Your parents don't have the means. You have siblings. You don't even have a place to lay your head. We are currently working to sort out your few things like computer, I'm trying to buy you a laptop and all of that. Um, we are still in process of helping solve all the things that are basic to you, but your siblings are still there. There are many people like me. There are many Chorkor millionaires. There are many future millionaires who are in desperate need, in dire states. What would you tell them? The ladies watching today who are in situations like yours, what will you tell them? Those who lack the courage to even reach out or to ask for help, what will you tell them?
Oh, like I said, you see, it's not always easy like that to let out the people, okay? Because the ones that we have here, when you sincerely open up to people or you sincerely open up to somebody, at time they listen to you, and at the end of the day, they turn to to scorn you, to laugh at you, and all that. So it's always not easy
Yes.
to open up. You understand? But I mean, for you with the encounter that I've had with you, I mean, I can tell everybody that they should just come up. I mean, hit your inbox and roll it in, roll everything that they've got to say. And with the moment your eyes, marry whatever it is that's written, with sincerity and prayers, I'm sure that it's going to connect with your heart and your soul, and you're going to see to it. So they should just come up
Amen.
and
Amen.
reach out to you. I mean, that's what I've got to tell them. I'm sure that if they reach out to you with hands crossed and knees on the ground, help will surely come from above. I mean, that's the only place I was going to come from. It's not easy for somebody to say, I'm going to help you. For
Mm-hmm.
somebody to say that I'm going to help you, it got to be propelled, a force. You understand? It got to be divinely propelled before that person is going to even open their mouth and say that. Aside that, the man with his own intuition and mind, abilities, it's not going to do it. They even want to say that I'm going to do this for you, but at the end of the day, they fail you. But they should reach out to you. You've got that heart of gold. That's God's heart. So I know if
Amen.
you come up,
Amen.
you're just going to see to it. That's
Amen.
what I've got to tell everybody. That's actually
Amen.
watching this, or everybody's going to come around. Yeah.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, keep
Thank you.
keep keep trying. The key thing from what he just said is that many people are not able to reach out because of the fear that people will exploit their vulnerability. What it means is that sometimes you go ask for help and people will use it against you and scorn you and laugh you and mock you and not help you or rather weaken you.
Yeah.
It becomes your vulnerability. So because of
Oh,
that, many people are afraid to ask. Pray about it. Before you ask for help, pray about it and pray that God makes the right appointment for you. God is a God who makes all connections. He connects people. Pray about it so that God will lead you to the right people, so that you don't go and sell your problem to the wrong people, right? When Joseph sold his dream to his brothers, they wish him dead and they sold him, right? They exploited the fact that he shared his joy with them and they turn it into his weakness,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There are some
Yeah.
people, when you tell
That's
your problems, they actually will look to bring you down. It's not everybody you tell, you must tell the right people. But to do that, it requires a lot of wisdom and spirit of discernment and a lot of prayer for God to lead you to the right people. I'm a big believer in asking because sometimes if you never ask, you never get. It is very biblical for me. James 4:2. James 4:2. You have not because you ask not. You have not because you ask not. Some of us, all we need to do is to ask for help, and God will bring the right people to us. All right. Many people are wondering whether your accent, you're really a Ghanaian. I can tell. In fact, Joel Adama said that based on your accent, it looks like you are destined to be out of the country. Huh? That is what somebody thinks already. I wish you the best. I can't wait to see you finish school, support you, and help you come to Canada. Thank you so much, my brother. The connection is getting bad at your end there, so I'm going to be wrapping up. I wish you could just come back on before I wrap up. Connection is getting bad on your end, Ike. Ike has a YouTube channel where he teaches people how to solve mathematics using simple methods. One of the things that caught me is that he started doing something on it by himself. Sometimes you have to just start doing things by yourself and people will reach out to you. He didn't sit somewhere. He was doing his own thing on YouTube, teaching people. His YouTube channel is Math with Ike. Math, M-A-T-H-S with Ike. Maths with Ike, like mathematics, but M-A-T-H-S with Ike. It is on YouTube. Go check him out. You see this gentleman teaching from his heart, teaching people how to work mathematics and stuff. God bless you so much. Ike, I'm going to end your session. Your side is frozen, but I know you're going to watch this session. Okay? God bless you. All right, guys. So this is the first beneficiary of my sponsorship. I'm still looking for the second person. My son is crying. Let me try and pick him up. It's okay. He's officially 1 month old. Meet John Henry. Meet John Henry. And now the sister is jealous that I have John Henry in my arms. Huh? John Henry is officially 1 month old. Yeah, he turned 1 month yesterday. Mm. He's pretty heavy. He drinks a lot of milk. He's looking at daddy. He said, "What is daddy doing? What is daddy talking about?" He's officially. This is my first time showing his face like this. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, guys. So let's help genuinely from our heart without expecting. That is where the blessings of life come from. If you help somebody because you're expecting something in return, sinners are good at that. Okay? Your sound is lower. Is it lower? Is it lower? Is it lower? Is it better? Munira Abba, thank you so much. And those of you sharing, I can see all of you who share. Your names show. Actually, when you share my videos, it shows. I really appreciate those of you who are sharing my videos. Without sharing, nobody would have met this young man, right? Somebody got to share for good things like this to go around. And I thank you all for sharing. We need to help each other out, okay? Life is already tough. It gets better when we do our little things of supporting each other. So it's been a weekend of Michael Agbo. That first word there, I can't pronounce it too. Eh? Portritudinous baby. Eh? Your sound is very low. Is it still low? Is it still very low? Is it still very, very low? Hmm? Is it very low? Can you hear me? Or it's very low? Can you hear me? Oh, it's very low. Very low. Hmm? Okay. Is it better? Is it better? All right, guys. Is it better now? Is it better? Can you hear me?